Welcome to lecture number 2 of Advanced Literature Review Techniques using AI Tools. Here we'll learn about patents. So what are patents? A patent is a legal right granted for an invention. It allows the patent owner to prevent others from making, using, selling, or importing the invention without permission. Most patents last approximately 20 years from the filing date, and they are only enforceable in the country they are filed. Patent does not automatically give the right to the inventor to make his invention, but the right to stop others from doing so. After expiration, the invention enters the public domain and can be freely used by anyone. A patent is granted to the inventor in exchange for publicly disclosing exactly how the invention works. This benefits the protection of intellectual property, growth of public knowledge, and economic growth. There are several types of patents, each protecting a different aspect of innovation. The most common is the utility or invention patent. This protects how something works, such as a new battery chemistry, a new manufacturing process, or a new machine. Design patents protect appearance rather than function. For example, the distinctive shape of a smartphone could be protected through a design patent. Plant patents protect newly developed plant varieties that can be reproduced asexually. Some countries also offer utility models or petty patents. These are similar to invention patents, but require a lower inventive step and usually have a shorter protection period. Understanding the different types is important because selecting the wrong type may result in inadequate protection. Not every idea can receive patent protection. For an invention patent to be granted, 3 criteria must be satisfied. First is novelty. The invention must be completely new and not previously disclosed anywhere in the world. Second is the inventive step. Sometimes this is called non-obviousness. The invention must not be an obvious modification that a skilled person could easily derive from existing knowledge. Third is industrial applicability or utility. The invention must have a practical use and be capable of being made or used. If any of these requirements are not met, the patent application is likely to be rejected. Now let's look at the structure of a patent. Every patent document follows a highly structured anatomy. Let's break it down into its 5 core sections. The front page contains the bibliographic information such as the patent number, title, inventors, owner, the filing date, and the abstract. The drawings with the numbered components visually illustrate the invention and are referenced throughout the document. The third section is the specification. This provides the detailed technical description. It explains the problem being solved, the invention itself, and how it can be implemented. The claims are the most important section because they define the legal boundaries of protection. These are the numbered sentences located at the very end of a patent document. They declare what the inventor owns and what the competitors cannot copy. Finally, the references cited section identifies previous patents and publications relevant to the invention. When performing a patent analysis, most researchers focus first on the abstract, drawings, and the claims before reading the full specification. Now let us look at the chronological life cycle of a patent. It begins with filing. This secures your crucial priority date. From this second forward, anyone else who tries to file the same idea is blocked. About 18 months later, the application is published for the world to see. Note that it is not yet a granted patent. It is simply an open application. Next comes examination. A specialized patent examiner evaluates your application against the global knowledge base. Once you clear the examination process, you hit the grant stage. the patent is formally issued and now you have the enforceable legal rights. To keep those rights active, you must pay periodic maintenance fees or annuities. If you stop paying, the patent lapses early. Finally, at the 20-year mark, the patent hits its expiration. The legal monopoly ends and the technology officially belongs to the public domain. Now let's look at the agencies that issue or grant patents. There is no single global patent office. Patent protection is territorial, meaning patents must be obtained in each country or region where protection is desired. The ecosystem operates across three tiers. At the baseline are the national offices. For instance, here in Thailand, it is the DIP or the Department of Intellectual Property. In the US, it's the USPTO. In China, it's the CNIPA. To simplify things across borders, sometimes countries form regional patent offices like the EPO or the European Patent Office, where a single unified application can handle protection across dozens of European nations. At the top sits WIPO, the World Intellectual Property Organization, an agency of the United Nations. The WIPO administers the PCT, or the Patent Cooperation Treaty. While WIPO doesn't grant patents itself, filing a PCT application allows you to lock in an international filing date across more than 150 countries simultaneously. This gives you up to 30 months to decide which individual nations are worth the investment to pursue. This chart shows the world's largest patent offices based on application volume. China's patent office receives by far the largest number of applications. The United States, Japan, Korea, and Europe also process very large numbers of patent applications each year. Given that millions of patents exist worldwide, classification systems are essential for organizing and searching patent information. Patent classification systems are structured taxonomies used to organize millions of patent documents by their underlying technology. Patent classification systems assign a specific alphanumeric code to every patent based on its technical function, regardless of what words the inventor used or what language the patent is written in. The most widely used system is the International Patent Classification System, or IPC, maintained by the WIPO. The Cooperative Patent Classification System, or CPC, is jointly managed by the European Patent Office and the United States Patent Office. This provides greater detail than the IPC. Older patents may still use the legacy US Patent Classification System, or the USPC. Japan also uses specialized systems called file index and file forming terms. Classification codes are extremely useful because they allow researchers to search by technology rather than relying solely on keywords. Now let us look at the primary databases to use to find these documents. All these platforms are entirely free to access. The USPTO Patent Public Search System provides access to the United States patents. For comprehensive European and international tracking, eSpaceNet by the EPO is a phenomenal resource. It catalogs over 150 million documents across 100 countries and features powerful built-in machine translation tools. Patent Scope, managed by the WIPO, focuses on international PCT applications and many national collections. Google Patents offers a user-friendly interface and links patents with scholarly literature. It indexes global collections, tracks citation graphs, and features a built-in prior art finder that seamlessly cross-references academic literature. Lec2-What maps patent families and directly connects patent data to scholarly research publications and funding information. In addition to these, there are several national native language databases at individual offices, for example, the Chinese, the Japanese, Korean, and Thai databases. Researchers often use multiple databases because each offers unique strengths and coverage. Alright, so that's all about the basics of patents in this lecture. See you in the next lecture.